Okay, I've got 7 minutes to explain to you why you need to vote for this show to go to Edinburgh. So, this is my show, If the Ban Worked. So what's it about? Drugs. Essentially, recreational drug use in the UK, something that is completely illegal, but fucking everywhere, and something that we do not talk about at all. It's a verbatim show, so it's about the human experience, really. I've spent the last kind of 6 months collating these interviews with people who have taken drugs, people who haven't, people who love them, people who hate them, and building this verbatim show around different people's experiences taking recreational drugs and what that means to them and what we can get out of that. So I've been talking about this show for the best part of the year, and if you've seen me do anything at Performance Comp, you'll know that I fucking love clowning. I also know that it's a huge curveball to throw into an Edinburgh show, but I think that it's something that is going to be absolutely fucking perfect as a form for what I want to do. So clowning is a combination of dance, of mime, verbatim, theatre, physical comedy, all of those beautiful things that make up the most engaging, funny show all wrapped into one little bubble. We can kind of go anywhere with it, and that's something that I really want to explore over the next couple of months, really building this really light and uplifting show from a subject matter that could be really dark and really fucking depressing. Also, in terms of just throwing out why clowning is great for Edinburgh, selling it on the mile is going to be fucking excellent. Having clowning and being and exciting is going to draw so much attention, and that's going to be the best way to fly, is just grabbing people's attention. And also, the last time we took a show to Edinburgh, it sold out every single night. Clowning shows fucking sell at Edinburgh. People love them. So my plan for between now and August. So between kind of now and May, when I'm rapidly finishing my dissertation, I want to do auditions and then spend the rest of the time doing character work and really building up you guys in being confident in making people laugh and being happy in your own skin in terms of really engaging an audience. These interviews, to keep it anonymous, they've all been retyped up, and I want to use my actors to create brand new characters and create these entirely new people and these totally different stories, and then go into the recording booth that we've got at uni and re-record this audio. From that, I then want to go in through the summer, finalising this kind of concept and this show that we've put together. I know what I want it to look like visually, but I also want it to be a collaborative process in terms of creating a show that we think is going to be engaging to lots of people and is going to be fucking relatable, because that's super important to me. And then in July we'll have the scratches, and we'll use all of that feedback to really build a really engaging show. And then in August we polish that shit off, we take it to Edinburgh, we get fucked up, and we do a really sick run. So what I'm looking for is 4 to 6 actors. Because I'm not looking for specific characters, I'm more looking for a group of people that are going to work really well together and want to do lots of cast socials, lots of cast bonding, loads of exercises for us to really get to know each other and trust each other and create this really collaborative, safe space that we can then take to Edinburgh and all have a really great time. I then want a stage manager, a movement director for some of the more kind of energetic stuff to really help build that. And then my lighting and sound designer. That's one of the most crucial aspects of this show, is making it visually engaging. So I want someone who's going to be ready to go fucking crazy and do whatever the fuck they want within reason. So that's, I want somebody who's ready to get creative and ready for a big fucking challenge. Anyone's Child. So this is a charity that have been super supportive for me throughout this process. So it's made up of families who have lost children to drugs. I've been speaking to a guy called Ray Lakeman, who's going to be the only interviewee in the show that's not going to be anonymous and whose voice is going to be heard. He's going to come in and re-record some stuff about his kids, Torrin and Jacques, who died of an ecstasy overdose in 2014. But he is pro-legalising drugs. He understands and feels that if the ecstasy had been legal and it would be safe and his boys wouldn't be dead. And that's something he said to me a couple of weeks ago. He said to me, if the ban on drugs worked, my sons would still be alive. And that's it. That's the fucking point of the show, is that what's happening at the moment isn't working and we need to talk about it. So why vote for this show? I think that it's topical, different. I think that it's something that's so relatable to those of us in the theatre industry. Drugs are fucking everywhere. And it's something that I want to be refreshing and uplifting, and a totally new hot take on recreational drugs, and a conversation that, yeah, like I said, I don't really feel like we're having. This show means so much to me. It started with my sister when I was in first year. She sent me a how-to of every drug she'd ever done because she found out that I was going to fabric, and that is by far one of the most useful things that anybody has ever sent me. And I check back with it now. If I'm gonna take MDMA or cat or whatever, I will always check back with that list and see what advice that she's given me, because it's not something that people get, and I think that it's genuinely something that could save lives. And I want to take all of that knowledge and all of that understanding that we collaboratively have about drug use or don't have, and all of these wonderful human experiences, and build them into a fucking incredible show about drugs. So thank you so much. Please vote for me. If you would like to know a little bit more about the kind of form that I'm going for, I've also included a couple of shows that have inspired me at the end, so you can look at those. And that's my PowerPoint done. Vote for me to go to Edinburgh. Okay, excellent. All around me are familiar